And we are live for the 30th episode of the Bronx Bomber Battle podcast. I'm your host, Matt, Luz, Luigi. And tonight, we got the four-man crew. It's G.
Hey.
It's Andrew.
What's up, boys?
And it's Alex.
How's it going, everyone?
Yeah, so, we're just doing a little quick 15, 20-minute series preview. Figured since it's a big series against the Astros, might as well do an own episode for it. So let's just get right into it, guys. We're recording this right now a couple hours before first pitch on Monday. So, the lineup just got announced not too long ago. And we might as well just dive right into that, guys, not waste a lot of time. The lineup tonight for the Yanks going against Justin Verlander, old friend. Not really. That guy terrifies the hell out of me. We got Gardy leading off, playing center, Judge playing right, Voit DHing, hitting third, Gary cleaning up, catching, Glaber hitting fifth, playing short, Greg Bird at first, batting sixth, DJ LeMahieu batting seventh, playing second, Clint in left field, batting eighth, and rounding out the order is Gio Urshela at third base with Tanaka on the hill. So, real quick, guys, what do we think of the lineup tonight?
So I think for the most part, it's decent. It's sad that I think we're all a little bit surprised at least that both Sanchez and Frazier are in there because Boone has such a reputation for resting guys after they had good days.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Voigt's batting third shows that Boone still has a lot of confidence in him. And the only thing that I really don't get about it is that DJ is still hitting at the bottom of the order, but he's not at the very bottom. He's hitting seventh with Frazier and Urshela behind him, which if he was batting ninth like the Yankees did with Glaber last year, essentially having him as a second leadoff hitter, that would make sense, but he's batting seventh and is pretty much at the end of the order. So then I don't really understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's maybe a little bit questionable to have him down that low, but I also think that having Clint down there is in a very strange Aaron Boone kind of way, like a vote of confidence. Like you have a guy who's been super hot and you're able to put him down there like batting eighth and hopefully make the lineup a little circular since, he has had the home runs, he's had a couple of hard base hits, and Gio Urshela, I mean, whatever you get at him is really just a bonus, but I think the way one of you guys just described it, like in our discussion, like they have the right guys in the lineup, but maybe in the wrong order. Like I kind of feel that way. And I think, Voit, if he continues to hit like he is, he shouldn't really be there where he is too much longer. But for now, I think, it's still in an Aaron Boone, to describe it in an Aaron Boone kind of way, he doesn't overreact to anything. So I think I'm not surprised that he's still up there.
You guys pretty much covered everything that I was going to get. I'll just double down on Luke Voit batting third. I feel like at this point that's kind of where you have to slot him. I mean, it would be a big move for Boone to drop him down in the order. Hopefully we see his production come back once there's more bats in the lineup and he has more protection. But for now, I think we kind of just have to deal with it there and hope for the best. I mean, he had the big hit on opening day. We know what he's capable of. And who knows, maybe he'll surprise us today and, validate Boone keeping him in the 3 slot, even though he's been struggling.
Right. So, Voit today, I believe this will be the first time Voit ever faces Verlander. That's who will be on the hill for the Astros, and they're fun. The Yankees combined up. This includes some guys that are hurt, but this Yankees team is a total of 29 for 139 career against Verlander. And look, any legendary pitcher in baseball, pretty much, you're going to have a group of guys going to have bad numbers against overall. But, just some of the notables, Brett Gardner, 7 of 32. Birds had 3 at-bats against Verlander, 1 hit, which was indeed a home run. Gary's only 1 for 6 against Verlander. Judge really struggles against Verlander. He's 0 for 6 in his career, 3 strikeouts. So, hopefully those, changes a bit tonight in terms of, guys hitting Verlander. Verlander, his first 2 starts of the year weren't exactly great. Through his opening day start, his opening day start against Tampa, he was very good. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 9 strikeouts. But his last start against Texas, only 4 innings, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 homer. So, a very good start to open the year, and then a pretty bad start to follow that up. So we'll see how Verlander looks tonight. On to the second game. Yankees are going up against Garrett Cole on Tuesday. Obviously, we don't know what the lineup will be for that night. And the thing I noticed about Cole is, not a lot of Yankees have a lot of experience against him. The one guy who there's 2 guys from the Yankees who have more than 10 at-bats against Garrett Cole. One of them, Stanton, who's obviously hurt. He's 3 for 10. And then the other one's LeMahieu, who doesn't have as good as numbers. He's a 2 for 15 in his career versus Cole. Gardner is 1 for 2 in his career with a triple. But, yeah, like I said on the pod last night, we're facing the 2 best Astros pitchers right off the bat. So I'll ask you, Andrew, how do you feel about the Yankee bats more so not overall with the series, but how do you feel about the Yankee hitters facing Verlander and Cole these next 2 games, especially after that outburst this weekend?
If there's any time to face these guys, it's coming off a game like they had last night. I want to be grounded about this and say that I don't expect them to do much offensively. By no means does that mean that they're not going to be in the games with a chance to win. I just think if they are going to win, it's going to be low-scoring affairs. I mean, what you're going to get with guys like Verlander and Cole. There was a point last year where they were the 2 best, or 2 of the 3 best, if you include Severino, best starters in the American League. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be ugly. They're going to have to scratch across some runs, maybe manufacture some stuff, definitely get a couple of hits with runners in scoring position, because I don't know how easy home runs are going to be to come by. But, I mean, if you want to have any time going in to face these 2 monsters, it's on the heels of a firework performance that they had last night. So that's good vibes, and hopefully the bats will be confident and ready to go.
Absolutely. Also, I forgot to mention the Astros lineup for Monday night. It will be Springer, Altuve, Bregman, Brantley, Correa, Gurriel, Reddick, White, and Chirinos, who's their new catcher. So I mean the Astros. It seems like every team is full strength except the Yankees. Like everyone else, they're like full lineups pretty much, and then there's the Yankees who just don't. But yeah, Andrew, I think we both thought last night that Correa hadn't played much this year, but he's played 7 games. Hasn't lit the world on fire, but he's been playing. He's healthy. Mike Brantley, new addition to the Astros. He's hitting cleanup for them. He did a couple home runs early on in the season. But guys, I know I've just been talking about Verlander and Cole in terms of pitchers, but Colin McHugh has been very good against the Yankees. The Yankees are combined 8 for 42 career against him. I mean, he's diced up the Yankees a couple times, the Yankee hitters a couple times in the past. So that's another guy on Wednesday night who, after facing the 2 monsters, you're just going to have to face him. It's going to be brutal. But guys, give me for the Yankees, give me one player to watch in this series. One player who you think will be an X factor in this series. We'll start with you, Jay.
I mean, coming off the Astros series or the Orioles series, I'll just get the easy one out of the way and say Gary Sanchez, because we talked yesterday more in depth about, his hard contact, how he'd been really squaring up the ball, and now he finally hit, kind of went on the homer binge. So, obviously we have to watch him, but I would say probably, there's a toss-up. I'm going to go Gleyber Torres, because he really looked bad to start the season, and he finally started to heal it a little bit. He really got a hold of some. He hit a couple of home runs to dead center field. So I think he was really starting to come on, and I think they've had some injuries and stuff affect the infield. I think Gleyber Torres, you just got to keep an eye on him, because I think he could be about to get really hot.
He had an unbelievable weekend. I think he was 7 for 11 against the Orioles this past weekend. Alex, who's your X factor for this 3-game set against the Astros?
So I'm going to go a little bit less conventional, and I'm going to say Ottavino.
I was thinking about using someone out of the bullpen too, man. I swear to God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Just because I think the Yankees bullpen is going to be really important in this series. Just because if one of their starters, especially for Tuesday's game with Loaiza pitching, I don't think anyone really knows what to expect from him pitching in Houston against the Astros. So if he doesn't have a great start, the Yankees are really going to have to rely on their bullpen. And one of the guys that they've really relied on a lot so far this season is Ottavino. So I think he's going to be one of the most important guys because he's been so good so far this season. He's going to be essentially the fireman if they need him for that role, or he could be, a 7th, 8th inning guy. So he's going to be I would think Boone will use him pretty as a more versatile pitcher in the series, but I think he's going to be one of the more important guys just because he's been the Yankees' best pitcher in the bullpen so far this season.
Andrew, X Factor. Go.
I'll switch it up. I'll say Luke Voit, just because he's struggled so much, and if the Yankees are going to come away with a couple wins in the series, him hitting in the middle of the lineup, he's got to turn things around. So he's DHing tonight, correct? So he'll probably get at least one start at first of the 3 games. I think if there's anyone who can change the depth of what we've had already from the offense the past few games, it's him, because we put up 15 runs yesterday and he didn't really do much. He struggled all throughout the Detroit series when we scored 5 runs in 3 games at home. If Luke Voit can, return to even a shade of his best self over these next 3 games, hitting right behind Judge, it really adds a lot of firepower to this offense against some of the best pitchers. We're going to need it.
Agreed. Yeah, I'll go with little. I wasn't going to go with him when I was thinking to use someone in the bullpen, but I think I'm going to go with Tanaka because I think the way Tanaka pitches on Monday tonight, it's going to really affect the whole mindset and mood of the series. If he comes out and throws a gem tonight, I think there's a very good chance that the Yankees win this. I think it's most likely the Yankees will probably win another one if he just pitches well tonight. But if he gets, if he has one of those Tanaka nights where it's 6-0 in the 3rd inning, 3 home runs, right? It could be a long series in Houston for the Yankees. So I'll go with Tanaka. Very interested to see how he pitches against an offense he's had a lot of trouble with in the past. But, I know this is the Houston Astros preview show, but tweet from Lindsay Adler 20 minutes ago. Some bad news. Luis Severino is heading to New York to receive another MRI tomorrow. He didn't feel great during his last time playing long toss in Tampa. So didn't mean to be down there, but I saw that on my timeline and then just had to say something. So not great.
That's not great.
Yeah, I couldn't wait till the next pod to get that. I just had to say it now. But
so what's Gio Gonzalez up to these days?
Gio Gonzalez just got shelled.
He gave up 8 runs in an inning and a third. So
I think I read something. It was like the most runs given up in a triple in a while. I was like, oh man, it's not a good mark to make. Well, yeah. Oh man, but yeah, not to end it on a down note, but I think that's all we got. We want to end the show real quick with some predictions. Do the Yankees win the series this week? Do they win at least 2 out of 3?
I'm going to say they win 2 out of 3 if they win tonight. If they do, like you were saying, Louis, I think if Tanaka pitches really well tonight, that's going to set the tone for the series, and they're going to win at least 1 more game. But if Tanaka doesn't pitch as well tonight, or if Verlander just mows them down, I think they are not going to do as well.
I would say, it's kind of hard. I think they'll play 3 good games. I think if they lose tonight, they'll probably lose tomorrow. But I think I could just as easily see it, they win tonight and go down against Cole and then come back and beat McHugh. So I'd say I'm just going to predict that it's 3 close, really entertaining games. And if that's the case, then I'm going to be pretty satisfied, generally speaking, with the results, because this is the kind of team that you measure yourself against, even if it is 10 games into the season. So it's I'm just going to say 3 close ones.
I guess I got to be the bad guy here. I'm going to say they probably aren't going to win the series. I think that the starting pitch has been so good so far this year that they're due for one dud of the 3 games. I don't know which of the 3 starters it's going to be, but just statistically speaking, at least at one point, someone's going to have a bad start. And let's say it'll be this time, and then they'll probably split the other two games. So they'll probably be in most of the games if they can avoid a disaster start from one of the guys this week. But I don't know, Houston at home, I'll give them 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, like Andrew, I'll join you. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong if the Yankees go to Houston and drop 2 of 3, right? I mean, they're a really good team who just coming off a sweep themselves against a decent A's team. So, I don't think it's time to hit the panic button if the Yankees lose the series, especially after now that we're over 500. Our record's not going to look awful if we drop 2 or 3. We're a 500 team. You live with it, but yeah, I mean, just. It's all the thing that scares me about this series is you look at that Tuesday pitching matchup, and I love me some Johnny Lasagna, but Johnny Lasagna versus Garrett Cole, you're kind of saying, like if you lose that game, right, you can't be too mad, right? Depending on how you lose it, obviously, but that's a game you look at and kind of say, look, like you got to go into this game expecting loss. They got their number 2 guy, we got our number 6 guy, 7 guy, like it's just one of those, but. That'll be it for this short episode. We want to do more of these during, before the big series, Boston, whoever else is going to be a contender this year. So for Luigi, for G, for Alex, and for Andrew, this was a short episode of the Bronx Bomber Battle podcast. We'll see you guys later in the week.